In my opinion, it's like discovering your other half, the other side of you that you weren't fully aware of. And it explains so much about certain confusions in your life, all the parts of you that didn't make sense, that didn't seem to resonate with your sun sign. The moon sign explains it. So what are the moon signs and why are they important to modern astrology? What do they tell people about their personalities and the ways of looking at life? Well, here you'll learn about the different and possible 144 combinations between the sun and moon signs. And this information is relevant for any inner journey, as you'll soon discover whether your sun and moon signs are at peace or if there's friction between them. And I would argue that in a sense there's more, maybe there are 144 combinations, but each 144 combinations also has a couple more possibilities because of cusps, right? So even if you have, Sagittarius sun and Libra moon, are they pure? Probably not. You could have a cusp. It could actually be Sagittarius Capricorn sun, Virgo Libra moon. In that case, you have 4 different elements and 4 signs that just make up your sun and moon. Now, how does that make sense, right? How can you have, if sun's one sign and the moon's another sign? Well, it's because it's still one sign each, but the traits are mixed up. So you have 4 different aspects mixed together, equally balanced. I should say the cusp is an equal balance, right? That's why people will have more problems trying to overcome life situations, because their sun and moon signs are not balanced. And as a result, perhaps some sun and moon signs combinations are excellent, whereas others will probably face more challenging situations. In my opinion, it's almost always better to have opposite traits, even though it's conflicting. And even though, for example, if you have a Libra moon, but you're in Aries, that's totally contradictory, right? Libra is cooling all of the passion of Aries and reducing all of the determination and drive when there's no reason to, be ambitious, because Libra is so rational about things, and Aries tends to just do things without really, based on, impulse and passion. But always what you get is a balancing effect, right? When you have some combinations, they're not balancing, they're just unique. You get a variety of traits. But other times if the signs are too opposite, then they balance each other out. And this makes you a more rounded person, because if you only had one energy, if you had different signs, but they're the same energy, if you're Sagittarius moon, Aries sun, well, it's not a big difference. You're still double fire sign. You only have one element, basically. That's very one-sided. You'll be really good at some things. You'll be good at being a fire sign, all the things that they do, but you'll be very bad at other things, like what water signs have, cultivating compassion and remorse, and or introspection, reflection, which is what water signs do. You'll have trouble with that. And so if you have Cancer moon instead and Aries sun, then you're balanced. You can have both traits. So it's always that compromise of either being hyper focused and really good and really out of balance, or being pretty good and have potential to be great at a lot of things, but more balanced and rounded, more traits, more variety.